If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers and I'll greatly appreciate it. So today I just want to take a quick moment to talk about the Miami Heat and their recent struggles. And also just to point out right now, they are playing the Washington Wizards for the second time on that little back-to-back series right now, and I don't have the answer of the box score or the final score right now, but I will post it while I'm editing this video because it should be over by then. So yeah, you're looking at the box score right now. So if they won, sure. If they lost again, well, again, there's a problem. So but yeah, on what day was that? Wednesday, February 3rd, they played the Wizards and they lost by 3 points. And the thing is, they were expected to win that. It's just as simple as that. They didn't. The Wizards didn't have Russell Westbrook, and we all know how the Wizards are, especially when they're missing players. But yeah, the Heat lost, and their record at the moment is 7-14, and they are significantly under 500. And just to bring up something, I made a video in the past about was the Miami Heat's playoff run a fluke, and again, I don't want to say it is a fluke because in that video, if you watched it, you will see I said I don't believe it was a fluke. But right now, how they're playing, they're not making the best case for that. But yeah, I just want to talk about the recent struggles they've been having, why they're having these struggles. And yeah, so of course, for the beginning or most of the games in the beginning of the season, they've missed Jimmy Butler. They've missed significant players like Avery Bradley, a few games of Tyler Hero, and a few more players. But again, some of their opponents they've played, they should have beat, and they just didn't. Especially Bam. I just want to take a second to appreciate Bam Adebayo. He has been playing out of his mind so far throughout this season. His scoring is up. He's averaging 20 points on 58% shooting from the field. Just take a second to just think about that. Like, he's definitely been the man holding down this team for throughout the season. Even though they have been struggling, he has definitely been showing out. And I was just expecting a lot more. Goran Dragic has gotten a decent contract from the Heat in the summer, and I was expecting him to play a little bit better, especially from last season, but he hasn't been playing well in my opinion. Tyler Hero hasn't been playing well. Duncan Robinson, he's been alright, but he has had a few games where he has not been hitting his shots, and it's like, I was definitely not expecting this stuff from this team, because keep in mind, this is the same team that made the NBA Finals in the last season where they lost to the Lakers, but that was still an accomplishment. If you asked anybody before the playoffs start, they would have told you they think the Bucks would have made it, probably the Celtics or maybe the Raptors. But if you brought up the Heat, if you were to tell somebody that the Heat are going to make the NBA Finals, they would have looked at you and laughed, honestly. And they definitely showed out, and we all know what happened after that. But I just had a lot of confidence going into this team this season. Yes, they did lose key pieces, like especially Jay Crowder. He was a big piece in the playoffs, especially that a lot of people don't really talk about. But I know for sure what he did for that team, and I'm very glad to see him just help out teams, because even though he does switch teams like often, it seems like everything he is in, he always helps, and that's all you want, really. So, but yeah, this team has gotten a little worse compared to players that they have lost or replaced them with. But I just don't know why this is happening with this team, especially because Jimmy Butler. I can even excuse the first few games of the season, because they were piled up with injuries. Avery Bradley missed a lot of games. It was just crazy. But now they have most of their roster back, and they're still losing for the past few games. That's what I don't understand. I was definitely expecting Jimmy Butler to help this team out a lot more, but just right now it has not been happening. And if I had to predict where this team would land, because right now they are currently the 13th seed in the Eastern Conference, I don't know, because I just want to see what this team can really do now that they're at full strength. Just to put it lightly, what they're doing right now is definitely unacceptable, and they're healthy now, so I don't see what's happening. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in this Wizards Heat game that's happening tonight. If they, again, by the time this video is uploaded, you should definitely know who won or who lost. But it's just like, they have Jimmy Butler, they have Bam Adebayo, they have Tyler Hero, who you don't trade for James Harden, apparently. You have Duncan Robinson, you have Goran Dragic, and you have nice bench pieces too. Kelly Olynyk, Kendrick Nunn, who has been struggling recently, but again, we do know his potential. Andre Iguodala, who again, it depends on what you think of Andre Iguodala. And some nice young people like Gabe Vincent, Precious Achiuwa. This is a really nice roster to just be a fan of. And again, I'm not a fan of it because they beat my Bucks in the playoffs, but I'm still stuck on that, by the way. But yeah, I just don't know what to expect from this team. This team can be either play amazing, or they can just do horrible, to put it the simplest. I don't know if that was, I tried to do something here, I don't know. And yes, they have bad games. Every NBA team has bad games from time to time, but there is teams in front of them right now who should not be in front of them, like the Magic, whose roster is filled with injuries. The Bulls, it really depends on what you think about the Bulls, because Zach LaVine has been playing amazing recently. But the Knicks, Hawks, Cleveland, Hornets, they should definitely be above all those teams right now, and they're just not. So yeah, we just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen with this roster. Maybe a few trades can be done. If I had to guess on who I would believe they would actually trade for, I don't know off of the top of my head. There hasn't been talks for Bradley Beal, but at the same time, every NBA team wants Bradley Beal on the roster, and including the fact that Bradley doesn't seem to want to leave the Wizards and he likes it in Washington. Again, if he doesn't want to be traded, they're not going to trade him unless the Wizards just completely backstab him, which I totally don't see happening at all. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that Bradley Beal situation right now. But yeah, I don't know what moves this roster could make, actually. If I had to give a position they should try to improve, I would say, this is a very deep team, but I would definitely say the backup power forward, probably. Definitely the backup power forward would have to be improved. I just want to see, because I don't see this team staying the same how it is right now, especially if they're playing the way how they are right now until at the trade deadline. I'm expecting moves to be made, but hopefully they don't. Hopefully they're improving. Hopefully they're just not playing like this. But yeah, I just wanted to go in here and talk about this little situation real quick, because I just don't see why this is happening, especially with the Miami Heat, especially with the team who made the NBA Finals last season, especially after they have had a lot of questions. Was it a fluke? And I was expecting them to prove everybody wrong, but we just haven't seen it this year so far. And if we ever will see it, I don't know. If I had to give you right now at this moment, this is not my official prediction, but right now, if I had to give you a projection on what I believe how they're going to finish in the standings, I'm saying the 6th seed, because unless they can go on a big run and get into one of the top seeds, which I was expecting again from the beginning of the season, but now it's just like, I don't know what's happening with this team. Yeah, that's just my prediction at the moment. But yeah, after all that being said, this will be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment on how you think this Heat season is going to go. Will they make trades? Will they fix their little situation they're dealing with? Tell me guys in the comments what you guys believe. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.